Let me quickly talk about the partnerships we had at the Nairobi University. University of Nairobi is a very important partner with us. Over the last 2 years, we've become good friends with Professor Kiama. Now, Professor Kiama is an interesting fellow. I met Professor Kimenju, Professor Hutchinson, and Professor Kimani a couple of years ago. They came to my office and we were talking about seeds, and I mentioned to them we were very keen to do more work with academia. We realized there's a big disconnect between private sector like us and the students who are coming out from the universities. A lot of the students who are coming out are very technically brilliant. If you tell them to recite how to plant maize from the textbook, brilliant, excellent. But you tell a student to say, what is the latest seed variety or the latest drip irrigation? They didn't get it. So I went to see Professor Kiama. And I said to Professor, Prof, we have this interesting scenario where private companies like us, we want to hire more students from the university, but it's taking us some time to train them. Why don't we fast track it? Why don't we, in partnership with your university, build for you a technology center at Kabete? It's called the Innovation and Technology Center. To my credit and to his credit, he says, Bimal, get in my car now. We drove to Kabete instantly. What I didn't realize about Professor, Vice-Chancellor, he's the most heavily bodyguarded man in this country. He's got an escort car in the front, he's got an escort car in the back. He says, get in my car, and we went to Kabete. And I know a lot of the professors here were with me. True or not true? I'm not lying, Professor. Then he went to Kabete, I think, PS, where after Vet Lab, just before Vet Lab, as you drive in through Kabete campus, on the left-hand side, there's a lot of land belongs to the university, next to the hostels. So he says, Bimal, use all this land for your center. And I thought, you're kidding, right? My first instinct was say, I've never met a guy who's so quick on the uptake and so fast. And he says, no, use this land how you want to use it. So we allocated some land, not to Elgin, to university, but we said this is a demarcated area for the technology center. Then we formed a committee between his company and his institution and my company, and we put together a big innovation center design, which has now fortunately been approved by County Council last week. At the planning stage, we're now going for NEMA approval, but we're hoping that this center will be launched in the next 1 or 2 months. My only request is to Professor and to the PS is we really want His Excellency the President to come and do the foundation. If you can, I know you guys are connected to the head of state. We want you to put a good word in. We'll write some letters through the university, but we want him to put a hard hat on. We put a caterpillar, and we do some digging in Kabete to say the project is now starting. I think it'll be a wonderful start to this institution. Why this is important to Elgin? For 2 reasons. It's costing us 50 million shillings. We're doing it as a donation to the university, a donation to the students of this country. We don't want anything in back, but we want it to be a future hub of innovation in this country. Of course, right? Thank you. And secondly, some of you know, but our father passed away 2 years ago in COVID. He was a great man, a great philanthropist, and he's done a lot. If you go to MP Shah Hospital, there's a Kantaria wing. My father has done a lot of things in this country. There's a school called Nyanjenga Primary School in Tigoni where we were born. But my grandfather, him and I, and Beju is a board member of that school, we feed 400 children every single day for the last 30 or 40 years. So my dad did a lot for the country, and I thought, the 3 of us children thought, this would be a nice memory of him if we can name the building after him, and Professor has very kindly agreed to call it Rajni Kantaria Innovation Center in his memory.